What up and welcome. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. In the previous video, we have done a click event. So when you were clicking on this HTML element, it was changing the color to red. Let's just quickly check that. Then it changes the color to red. As I have advised on that previous video, that this approach of adding a click method, it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't work. I myself even don't know why is that happening. So there is a better way of adding an event listener or a click method into an HTML element or in a tag, which will always work. And in this video we are going to do that. So how it happens is, this is how we are going to do it. Okay, let's start from scratch. So what we want to do, or let me just talk about the theoretical aspect of it so that you can get an understanding and have a green light of what's going on. We have assigned or attached an event listener to this HTML tag, to this div, to this click me. So when you click it, the background becomes red. Okay, that's work fine. Awesome. Now what we want to do, we want to delegate that responsibility of listening to an event not to this particular HTML tag, this click me text. We want to delegate that responsibility to the overall body of the HTML. So meaning that it's like we are widening the scope now. We are not specific, so we are targeting the overall container, because all the HTML tags will be inside inside the body. So that means the body will be ready for listening to the events. What if then you are clicking inside the body, which means you are targeting an element inside the body? There is a process, I think, in jQuery called bubbling up. Let me just quickly search for it so that I can explain it according to the internet. I think it's called, let me say, jQuery event bubbling. Let's say event example, no, bubbling. Yeah, let's see what it says so that I can explain. Okay, but okay, let me just write it this way. What is okay, let's say event bubbling in JavaScript. Okay, what is event bubbling? Event bubbling, it's a concept in the DOM, document object model. It happens when an element receives an event and that event bubbles up, or you can say is transmitted or propagated to its parent and ancestor elements in the DOM tree until it gets to a point, until it gets to the root element. I think this is a very beautiful explanation. I was not going to explain it like this. I saw some pictures with arrows. I hope I can see them here, but if I don't see them, I don't really mind, because the way this has been explained, it's perfect. So let's go back to our example. So when you click in an HTML element that is inside the body, no matter how down it is, how further down it is into the tree or the tree structure of the HTML element, that event will bubble up. So it means that if the element that is inside the body is being clicked, what it will do, it will be more like report to its parent class, its parent element. For instance, here this div element is inside the body, so when you click it, then the event will bubble up, just like when there is some sort of a bubble inside the water. Air always rises, so when there is bubble inside the water, it can't stay under the water, it always rises to the surface, to the higher surface. So that thing that's the exact same thing that happens here. So when you click in here, the event will bubble up and it will be caught by this parent. What if this parent doesn't catch it? It will be caught by HTML. So what if maybe there is some sort of another div? Let me just write it here. What if maybe there is another div? Okay, let me close this there. So what if this is inside another div element? So what will happen? This event will bubble and it will be caught by this div. If this div doesn't catch it, then this body will catch it. If this doesn't catch it, the other one will catch it. I hope now you see. I hope now you see the idea or the concept behind bubbling. So what we want to do conceptually, we want to delegate the responsibility of catching events to the body, since we believe that it is the outmost container in the DOM, is the outmost. So we are going to delegate that responsibility of catching events to it. So any element that has been pressed inside the body, the event will bubble up and rise and rise and rise until it reaches the body. So in this way, there is no way that the body won't know if an element has been clicked. Hence, once it receives that message, it will do something. So it will mean that as a body, since any element can be clicked here, let's say there is 10 children inside the body. So the body, when we are delegating an event listener to it so that it can listen for the children inside it, we need to tell it which one it's listening for. Okay, now let's get into the code. Okay, what we want to do, we want to target the body. Okay, now on the body we say dot on, we are delegating, and then on what? On click. That means it's listening for on click event. Okay, on click, what has been clicked. Now we are taking where is that body dot on change, we are taking the element that has got an ID on change. Which element is that? It's this ID with click me. So we are saying to the body, listen for the on click event when it's, let's say it's bubbled from this, when it's bubbled from this ID. And then from then, what's going to happen? Then you must call an anonymous function, and then first of all, let's just alert before we change the let's first alert a message before we change the background. Let's delete this one at all, or let me just comment it, because I will copy that code for changing background. So I hope you get the idea here. We are targeting the body. In the body, we are delegating a responsibility. And what is that responsibility? To listen for a click event. The body is asking us when it's coming from who, and we are saying when it's coming from this ID. Then when it's coming from this ID, then this is what you must do, alert bubble. Let's run it and see. Let's click. as you can see, bubble, the same thing happens. Okay, and then from then what we are going to do, we just gonna change this and say, when this happen, now don't alert bubbled, then just change the background color. That is it. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design. If you feel like this has added value to your overall understanding of jQuery, please do me a favor and subscribe, and I know you are very kind, you will. Thank you for watching.